Yo,
welcome back.
Hello
to another episode of the podcast.
Not Out Here podcast,
Not Here
baby.
podcast. Actually, the hiatus episode.
Oh shit! Everybody, I'm leaving.
JRB, the producer.
I'm boycotting the podcast. He's doing some things that I don't approve of, so I gotta.
He's saying that he wants more pay, and I told him $5 is all I got.
I gotta
per episode.
I gotta protect myself. I gotta, I gotta make the right decisions. But if you've been listening to the podcast, if you're
avid listener,
an avid listener, I've spoken about going on the Appalachian Trail. It's finally happening.
Wow!
I'm going to attempt to walk from Georgia to Maine. I'm leaving soon.
Damn.
So, stay subscribed to us. We'll be back.
We'll be back. We're on a little hiatus.
Maybe I'll try to do a podcast in the middle of this if you want to.
Oh, via your phone or something?
Via phone, or
Zoom?
I don't know. If we want to do that, that's a potential thing.
Okay.
But
wow.
Yeah, man.
This is crazy because we've been in a way kind of building up to it here and there. Not really building up to like it's whatever. I didn't even know was going to happen today. That's how I didn't even know. But it's you're going on a trail. So this brings me back up to those who maybe don't know, who are tuned in, who are just now kind of listening to podcasts. So you've been wanting to do this Appalachian Trail for a while now.
For a long time.
For a very long time.
Yes.
The trail itself, would you say it's a tough trail? It's a tough trail.
Yeah, I mean, you're walking in mountains from Georgia to Maine.
Wow. And then what's the average amount of time it takes to complete this trail? 3 to 6 months. It takes most people 6 months. Yeah.
Now I will say this, thousands of people try this every year. Only 25% of people that attempt it are successful.
Wow.
So hopefully I will not be a failure. Hopefully I will be a part of that 25% that achieve it. There's lots of reasons people fail. Injury. Say you break your ankle.
Damn.
Yeah, right. Say you get sick. Say some fucked up shit happens. You got to get off trail. Life events. Say there's a family emergency. Something happens. Something you don't know about happens. Might have to leave the trail. Running out of money.
True.
People, this actually costs money to go do. It costs more than people think. Just staying alive, spending money on food, stuff like that. Plus, you're not working. I'm going to be not working for a little while.
Wow.
I have money saved up, and I'm going to attempt it. It's going to be a thing.
So let me ask you. So then, since this is going from you said Alpharetta to Maine, or
Georgia to Maine, North Georgia
to Maine. Once you get to Maine. You're not walking it back, are you?
No. Yeah, I'll just be going for a whole year.
So then you just like catch a flight or take a bus or whatever.
That's actually the only thing I haven't planned.
Oh, really?
I don't know the process of how do I end it and then come back. I'll figure that out when it happens.
That's crazy. So then you'll be gone. So then I'm assuming most of the money is going towards food.
Yes.
Possibly like. I don't know. On this trail, like, do you just go find like truck stops, shower in or stuff like that, or is it more so? How does that work?
So when you're walking on the trail, there are shelters and lean-tos that you can stay in. You also have a tent. So most of the time you're tenting. A shelter is just literally this wooden box-looking house that has one side doesn't even have a wall.
Okay.
And people sleep in those with their sleeping bags. You also bring your tent. But they say every about 3 to 4 days you come upon a small town. There are small towns all along the Appalachian Trail. So people that are tired or want to get off of the trail can go stay at a hotel for a little while.
Okay.
Or if you're feeling too dirty, you go get a hotel, you shower, you go to a laundromat. But people are dirty out there. You're not showering a lot. You're sweating all day, every day.
Wow.
So I don't know if that answered your question. No, I forgot exactly what you asked.
That makes sense. No, because I guess like my thought process was kind of like either one, you about to smell like horrible.
I say everyone on the trail smells horrible
because like you said, I'm like you're on this trail. There's probably maybe every now and then like some restrooms, or if not, you're just in nature using the restroom.
I bought special underwear.
Really?
Special no smell underwear.
Wow.
Let's hope it works.
So then let me ask you this, because you've been thinking about doing this for a long time, how long have you taken to like prepare for it and like,
well,
yeah,
probably not as much as I should have. Every week for about a year, I've been climbing Stone Mountain.
Okay.
And at first I was only climbing it once, then I was climbing it twice. Also, there's a really long hike around Stone Mountain. So I do that at least once a week. I did a couple overnight trips on really big trails.
Really?
So I did that kind of in
preparation for it.
Yeah, using my tent and making sure I know how to use everything and all that. So
how was that? How was it like doing those overnight preps?
I loved it. I slept terribly though. My body is too used to a nice, warm, comfy bed. So hopefully that's going to wear off quick. Hopefully I'm going to have some really bad nights of sleep on the trail. And then hopefully my body's just going to be like, yo, you have to sleep.
I get that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. That makes me think of, how, shoes have all these like the soles in them that are like very comfortable. For example, like people who might have, like me, like I have flat feet, they make them super comfortable. But some people say that you should walk barefoot as much as you can, because if not, what happens is when you do walk barefoot, if you just wear shoes constantly all the time, or you never really walk barefoot, your feet muscles aren't used to it, and so it'll hurt a lot more.
I've heard that our feet are not the way they're supposed to be because of sneakers.
Yeah, because of sneakers.
I actually bought some really high tech, or my mom bought them for me maybe for my birthday. Really great shoes. They feel like walking on clouds. They feel amazing.
Nice.
And they say most people go through 3 pairs of shoes on trail. Your shoes are going to wear out. Also, they say when you walk the Appalachian Trail, your feet grow a whole shoe size.
What?
Which is crazy, right? Because your body adapts, and when you're walking that much, your feet become stronger and they literally grow. Most people gain a shoe size on trail.
I never thought of that. I would have. Dang, they're growing because like your feet, like your muscles in there, just like going to the gym.
You wouldn't think that would happen, but it actually does. Yep.
Wow, that's crazy.
I really, really hope I'm not back in 2 weeks and just like, hey, I'm back on the podcast. Oh, I'll feel so fucking bad. I will feel like a fucking failure, yo.
Just we record it and people just like, oh, a new podcast?
Oh,
okay.
They're back already?
Oh. Damn, that wasn't even that long.
Bro.
Have you I'm pretty sure, have you done like looked into other people like on YouTube that might have done it and see like what they
I've watched tons of videos, tons of read about it, blah 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 blah. I've been researching it,
So then this makes me ask, so then what's gonna happen to your dog Dot?
She's going to South Carolina.
Oh, okay, stay with the parents.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Hanging with the SC dogs.
Damn, man, that's gonna be crazy. Like I personally have never I enjoy hiking. I don't enjoy long hikes as far as like if they take several days. I don't mind a couple hours, but this is interesting. Is this, do you feel like this is going to be a lot of, what's the word? Introspective, like just a lot of yourself and thoughts and stuff, or?
I don't know. They say if you're going there to get away from people, it's the wrong place to go because there's going to be lots of people
hiking and stuff.
So I'm not necessarily looking for friends, but I might accidentally make them.
Yeah. Or meet a lady? No.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know exactly what I'm looking for or exactly what's going to happen. I just want to go do it. Just kind of go on an adventure. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. And maybe you'll discover something.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows?
Damn, bro. You're going to like, let's say you completed, you can come back in like amazing shape. Just like the cardio and just.
Well, they say it really actually messes up your body.
Really?
Because they say it's really, really, really hard to not be in a calorie
deficit, or
you're constantly in a calorie deficit because you're burning so much calories. It's hard to consume enough food every day.
Oh,
there's something they call hiker hunger.
Oh, so you'll be hungry all
when
the time.
You're on the trail. They say you're literally hungry all the time. Like you could go to a fast food restaurant and just order and order and order and order because you're just hungry.
Dang, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So is this trail, this makes me ask, say you complete this trail, is there any other trails that you would want to do? So
there are 3 long distance trails in America that are really cool. They're known as the, I forgot what they're called. Basically, there's 3 big ones, right? There's the Appalachian Trail, there's the PCT, the Pacific Crest Trail, and then the CDT, Continental Divide Trail. If I do this and I enjoy it, I want to then do the Pacific Crest Trail, which goes from Mexico to Canada.
Oh, wow.
Through California, and they say it's the most beautiful thing. They say every mile is just like epic views.
Wow.
They say Appalachian Trail isn't as beautiful. It's nicknamed the Green Tunnel. They say you're basically under trees the whole time.
Oh, okay.
But it's still if you enjoy hiking, it's still like an amazing thing. But so I could potentially do another one.
Just see how this one goes.
Yeah,
first.
if I
Damn, bro. Well, that's crazy, man. Well, I wish you luck on it because, like,
thank you.
This is like this is a big thing. This almost feels like it's a big life decision or a big moment. Is what it feels like. People are gonna be. It'd be funny if people on the hike were like, "Jared B from Not All Here."
No, nobody's gonna know me.
It'd be funny if you did run across it.
Another funny thing. Do you know about trail names? So everyone that hikes, right? Literally, no one uses their real name.
Oh, okay.
You get given a trail name, and then you have to go by that for the whole trail.
So just somebody randomly gives it to you? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Or you just happen into it. You can't. In the rules are you can't pick your own trail name. It has to be given to you.
Wow.
Yep, so
all these like little random things. That's cool.
Little
that's what's up, man.
Hippie hiker people stuff.
They're gonna call you. Oh, you're beardy.
Well, it was super long. I cut it. I trimmed it.
Oh, just so that wouldn't happen.
Because when I sleep, my beard is just like it's like fucked up.
Yeah.
So then I have to get it wet and poof it and get it to look regular. But on the trail, it's just gonna look retarded if it was like super long. And
I get that.
So I cut it.
Nice.
I don't know if anyone understands what I just said. But
no, I get it. It makes sense. Like the pulling of the hair and stuff. It's just not comfortable. It makes sense. Who knows? Maybe by the end of this,
it's not a comfort thing. It's a look thing.
Oh, look thing.
When I sleep and I wake up, it looks weird as hell
because it's like not shaped.
It's like folded and like pushed and like.
I get that. Yeah. Sometimes it happens to like the sides right here where it's like up and it's like all over and it doesn't look like I have to brush it down. So then, what was I about to ask? I can't remember what I was about to ask. Anyway,
this is the trail interview section.
This is the trail interview. Jared B, you're going on this trail and a couple of.
I'm gonna fight a bear.
Do you have bear spray?
No.
No bear spray. No. Do you have those hiking sticks?
I got 2 fists.
2.
I do have hiking poles. I've never used them. I need to use them.
Oh boy.
They say it helps a lot. Yeah. On my 2 trips without them, my back was really hurting. From my pack. They say it helps out your it helps the weight distribution when you're hiking with a heavy pack.
Nice.
It puts a lot of weight on your arms when you use the trekking poles.
Dang, bro, you can come back with like guns just to like look at this shit. Damn, that's what's up, bro. Like I said, well, man, I wish you luck on everything, and hopefully you're not back in 2 weeks.
I know, bro.
you go, oh, I forgot my phone charger. But that's what's up, man. I don't know if I have anything like that I want to do. Maybe mine's like real typical stuff. I just want to travel and like, let's say go to Spain. Maybe I want to go to Switzerland. I think that'd be cool.
Switzerland's beautiful. There's really nice hiking trails in Switzerland.
I don't know if I'll take them, but
the Alps, bro. If you're in Switzerland, you have to.
Nah, I don't know.
Well, what are you going for?
Just for the people and the food. But I do. There is one. I don't know if you have to hike to it, but I want to see. I don't think it's in Switzerland. It might be the Northern Lights. You know, the green Northern Lights.
Well, I know the Aurora. It's in Canada, but it's also in other parts of the world.
Yeah.
So it may be over there. I'm not sure. I know for sure it's in Canada.
There's I think I did research on it. There's like a couple places like in different countries where you can actually live in a rent out, like an Airbnb, it looks like a snow globe, but it's not an igloo.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's like those clear houses so that way you can sleep under it and you'll be able to see those lights. So it's like, that'd be super cool. But I want to go to Switzerland. What's it called? A little bit of Europe, Spain, maybe Portugal. Other than that, but I don't have anything about hiking or anything like that. I never got into hiking when I was young. I think if I remember right, I almost wanted to join the Boy Scouts when I was like little, but I think my mom was like, nah, don't worry about that. You're not going to have to worry about that.
I took 2 hiking classes in college.
Y'all had hiking?
I took the dumbest electives possible in college. I looked at the electives and I was like, ooh, yoga, I'm taking it. Ooh, handball. I'm taking it.
Oh my god.
Hiking and day hiking. I took both of them.
That seems like almost like who put that in there? Like, okay, this will be a curriculum. This is a. But I will say, to add to that, I did take a class on volleyball, and so we just played volleyball.
Fellas, if there's anybody listening to this podcast that's in college right now, the yoga class.
That's where it's at,
bro. It was like 2 men and like 18, highly attractive women in that yoga class.
You were just in there and you were trying to do all these positions and stuff.
You gotta, your eyes have to be trained. It's very hard to keep your eyes on the.
That's so interesting because like we didn't have anything like that in my college. We just had like I remember volleyball and there's like
still volleyball in college. Okay.
Yeah, volleyball. It was fun, but I actually enjoyed playing volleyball.
You ever played handball?
Handball, is that what is? Oh, is that where you just hit it with your hand back
up against the wall? It was fun as hell. It was hard though.
Was it?
It hurt your hand.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
I mean, yeah, this shit hurts.
I don't remember playing that. Maybe in middle school, but it wasn't like super popular.
I never played it in my life until college. I didn't know what it was.
That's great. I remember we did offer a course on golf. You could take golf and like you would go learn about it, learn how to play and do all that. But I never was interested in golf because I thought golf was kind of boring.
Yeah. But
I like mini golf. But I would say, moving on to other stuff. It was recently my birthday. My birthday passed about a week or two.
Happy birthday, bro. I wished you happy birthday on Instagram.
You did.
For a second, I was like, oh shit, did I not wish him?
Damn, bro.
Did I not wish him happy birthday? You
calling me out right now? Damn. No, yeah. I had a lot of fun, man.
You're getting old, bro.
I am, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
45.
45.
Damn, bro.
Hell no.
Can't believe you finally in your 40s.
Oh my God. I don't know how I'm gonna feel when I get there. I'll be like, oh shit. Time is it's finally here. I'm almost halfway through my life. But no, it was a really good time. Got to hang out with like my partner. Went out to go see the Ant-Man movie. The Ant-Man.
Okay, how was it?
It was all right. The best part of the movie was Kang, the dude, Jonathan Majors actor. He's really good in it. And so other than that, I thought it was right. There was like I've said this like on the other podcast I do, Respawn Please, but I went there and like the comedy in the movie is like a hit or miss sometimes. Like sometimes
kind of corny.
Yeah, sometimes it's very corny and it's like trying too hard. And other times I'm like, okay, that's funny. But other than that, Kang, the evil dude, he was like super dope. And I was like, oh, this is dope. But did that, went out to eat, did the usual things. Went to putt around here.
Okay.
Went to Putt Shack. That was pretty
fun. Did you win or lose?
I won.
Good.
I won.
Good job, bro.
Barely. But I won.
A win is a win.
Whether it's a mile or an inch or what's that Fast and Furious?
A win is a win.
But it was cool. But speaking of movies, I wanted to tell you this is one of the things that I wanted to talk about today. So do you know the video game Dead by Daylight? Do you know that? Where it's like 4 survivors trying to escape from a killer?
No.
Okay, so it's just all it is the overall thing of the game is it's just 4 people. They're trying to survive some killer, and you have to turn on generators. And once you turn on like a number of generators, it allows you to go open a door and you escape and you win. That's all it is.
Okay.
And so it was super cool. They announced this the other day that they're going to make a movie based on the game.
Okay.
By Blumhouse and some other company that they make like The Conjuring and all these other horror movies. What's really cool is, have you ever seen the movie Cabin in the Woods?
No.
Oh man, you gotta watch that movie.
It's good.
Yeah, but well, I don't know if you'll be into it as much because it's like it's a horror movie, but it's not like super horror. It's more like a comedy horror.
Comedy?
Comedy horror.
What?
Yeah.
The previews don't make it look like comedy at all.
Believe me, when you watch it, you'll be like, "This is way different than what I thought."
Okay, I guess I need to watch it.
But it's an older movie, super funny and super.
You said
dope.
Older movie?
Yeah, it's an older movie. It came out in 2000, maybe like the 2010s around that.
Oh
time.
wait! I'm thinking of a different movie.
Oh,
what's the M Night?
Oh, you're thinking of not the movie that he just came out with, was it?
That's what I thought you were talking about.
No, that with Dave Bautista.
Yeah.
No, not that movie.
Knock at the Cabin.
Knock at the Cabin. That's something else.
Okay. I'm like, bro, that's not a comedy.
No.
Okay, the cabin in the woods. Okay,
Cabin in the
okay.
Woods, yeah.
Okay.
It has the dude who plays Thor, Chris Hemsworth. He's in
Okay.
it. It's super good because like I don't want to give away if you do ever watch it, like the story and just how it's written. They do a lot of tropes of like horror movies and stuff. Like,
but what was your point?
the point of that was that Dead by Daylight, like if they make a movie, I could see it being like that.
Oh, okay.
And so, cause like it's super, like it's so good and like funny, and so I had a blast watching it, and so I'm hoping that it got me excited to see what they do with the movie if they do something cool. Because as long for my whole thing is like as long as they don't take it serious, then I think they'll be fine. As long as they play into like some comedy or just something like that to combine the two, like that movie, I think it'll be a good movie. But
I want to see an M. Night Shyamalan comedy.
M. Night Shyamalan comedy. You know this is random on M. Night Shyamalan. You know he wrote Stuart Little.
He wrote Stuart Little.
He wrote Stuart Little, the movie. He's the one that wrote the script.
Bro, I gotta Google that, yo.
Well, Google it. I'm telling you, he wrote Stuart Little.
Okay, I don't know how to spell his last name.
M. Night Shyamalan.
I'm gonna just say M. Night Sham.
M. Night Sham.
M. Night Sham.
But yeah, he wrote Stuart Little.
Bro, lies.
I'm dead serious. Look it up. This is on the podcast.
Screenplay by M. Night.
There you go.
What the hell?
I told you.
Was that his first thing?
I think it might have been his first. No. I think Sixth Sense was his first thing. Did that come around the time Sixth Sense? What year was it? Did it say? That's so funny.
Hang on.
Because everybody knows him as this. As you continue to look.
Bro, that is hilarious. That's my favorite thing I've heard this whole year.
Yeah, he wrote Stuart Little. He wrote the screenplay and everything.
It's not on his IMDb, but maybe this is him as a producer
Actor?
or director.
Oh, okay.
Not a
screenwriter.
Yeah.
Makes sense. But I think his first big one was.
Oh yeah.
The Sixth
Okay,
Sense.
writer.
Right there, isn't it? Stuart Little.
Oh yeah, he did Sixth Sense and then he did Stuart Little. What the
around the same time? Yeah,
bro. I'm so confused.
But that's why I was just like, that's so funny because I randomly saw it. I think it was on TikTok. I saw that, but it's super funny. But I wanted to go see. I've heard mixed reviews, which
About Stuart Little?
no, but about the Knock at the Cabin or Knocking. Is that what it's called? Knock at the Cabin.
Malcolm told me it was good.
Really? Oh, man, I want to go see it. I'll probably rent it or something.
I want to see it too.
Just
I finally
'cause-
saw Nope.
You finally saw? What'd you think?
It was good.
Man, I told you, bro. I really like the dude, the Daniel Kaluuya guy. I think that's his name.
The dude that was on Walking Dead?
No. The dude who
The main character?
main character was he in The Walking Dead?
No, I thought you were talking about the Asian dude.
Oh no. Yeah, the main dude who was in Nope. The guy.
Yeah, he's good.
He was super dope. But I'd say that I always enjoy going to see like an M. Night Shyamalan movie because it's either going to be like dope or it's going to suck. It's never in between.
You know what was a good movie to me?
What's that?
That people didn't like? The Village. I thought The Village was awesome.
I remember seeing, bro. You're unlocking memories I forgot about.
Do you like it?
I like it because I remember going to the theater for it. Because I think The Village came after Unbreakable, if I remember right. Because when Sixth Sense came out, people were like, "This is amazing." They like loved it. They thought this was dope. Then he made Unbreakable. That came out, and mostly people liked it. Some people didn't. And then his next big one, if I remember right, was The Village.
It was Signs.
Oh, that's right, Signs. And that was good. I really liked the Signs. The one was after Signs. Did it say?
The Village.
The Village. So he was like on a good like streak. And then The Village came out. And I remember, I'm going to spoil a movie that, what year it came out?
Which one? You spoiling The Village?
Yeah.
All right, people. If you haven't seen The Village by Shyamalan, fast forward 3 minutes.
3 minutes, yeah. But this is like old movie. So the whole premise of the movie is that it's these almost like not really Amish, but like it seems like it's a set in the what?
Olden times. And
so all these people are
before technology.
Exactly, before technology. And all these people are in this small town or like little village or something. But they have to stay inside at night because there's this monster that comes out. And like they always say, don't go into the woods because the monster will get you and kill you, whatever. Well, this woman, she falls in love with this man who ends up getting stabbed and she's trying to find help to save him. and she's like, I'm going to leave and go into the woods and just try to go get help somewhere. Whatever, fast forward, I'm skipping through a lot. She jumps over this wall, and you come to find out that it's actually not set in olden times. It's set in modern time.
Yes.
And you're like, what the hell's going on?
You see a car.
You see a car
truck.
coming, who happens to be M. Night Shyamalan because he plays characters in his own movies. But
oh, that was him?
yeah, that was him. He was the sheriff or the forest ranger or whatever.
I don't remember that detail.
But anyway, you come to find out it's set in modern times, and basically these people who I think all worked at a hospital didn't like society, and so what they decided to do is just move to this secluded place that was just surrounded by forest because they didn't like society and they wanted to make their own society. Anyway, some people liked it, some people hate it, but I remember being in the theater watching it, and when that twist happened, you heard a mixture of, and then you heard a mixture of like, what the hell? Like,
right.
And so, but his movies are always hit or miss because you never know if like, because I think after that, people say he started to fall off with like, I think, what is it? Something in Girl in the Water or something like that.
Yeah.
Because that was not a good movie, but
I never saw that.
I saw it. It was horrible.
I saw the Alien one. That one was cool.
Signs.
It was
Which one?
The Happening. It was cool.
Oh,
people trashed it. The ending was kind of whack. The ending was kind of weak.
I hated that movie.
That was the one with
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, it was cool. You didn't like it?
No, I just remember some of his acting was horrible in that movie. He was like, there's one scene that people always go back to in that movie where he's talking to this old woman who's been in this home, and she's like, you think I'm stupid? And then you just hear Mark Wahlberg go, no, I don't think you're dumb. Like, it's just horrible acting.
Oh, okay.
And so I did think the premise was interesting. I don't remember how it ended.
The aliens were either wiped out by birds or
was it aliens
pollen?
or was it just plants? Was it the aliens, the plants?
Or did the plants kill the aliens?
I don't know what you're talking
Aliens
about.
were coming.
They were coming?
Yeah.
I
Wasn't
don't
it
know.
aliens?
I don't know if you got Signs and The Happening mixed in or something like that. I
I
don't
thought
know.
it was aliens.
No. I don't think so. But anyway,
All right, whatever.
a lot of people hated that
It
movie.
doesn't matter.
A lot of people didn't like that movie. And yeah, M. Night Shyamalan is just a hit or miss. Sometimes he makes good movies and sometimes he doesn't make good movies. I think what happened is he probably got under too much pressure and he became the twist guy. And so he felt like, oh, I got to deliver on this twist, you know. And I think he messed up. He should have just made regular movies and he would have been all right. But anyway, we're back.
Yo.
Hey.
All right, I got 3 topics.
Okay.
Space, basketball, or AI.
Ooh.
Which one?
Let's talk about space first.
Space. So the James Webb Space Telescope launched. It was this big thing, waiting for big news, something. And something finally happened. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that have happened and maybe hasn't been as big of a deal, but they just discovered something really interesting and really strange. So using this, they're able to look back in time and look at the far reaches of the universe, the way light works. You can look back and see when, near when the Big Bang formed and all this stuff. Anyway, they looked back, right? And they found galaxies where they thought galaxies were not possible.
Whoa.
So they're looking back in time, right? That's the way light works. You can look that far back, 13 billion years, right?
That's crazy. Yeah.
And they thought that it took billions of years to form galaxies. But when they look back at the beginning of the universe, there are actually galaxies already there. So they're like, yo, what's going on? Because there's a couple things possible. Either we don't understand how galaxies are formed or we have that wrong.
Yeah.
Either we have the Big Bang wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe the Big Bang isn't what we thought it was.
Whoa.
Or maybe the speed of light isn't because they have these rules where they think the speed of light is constant, right?
Yeah.
They're like, this is a never changing thing. This thing can't change, but maybe it has changed over time. Maybe our measurements are wrong. So I just thought that was really interesting that they saw galaxies where they thought galaxies weren't possible. Galaxies bigger than the Milky Way.
Whoa.
They thought that these things take billions of years to form, but if they look back in time and they're like, wait, there were already galaxies here.
That's crazy.
So it's just really interesting. I kind of love astronomy in the way that they look for something and they're always like kind of like shocked at what they find. Like,
No, definitely.
we were expecting one thing and found something completely different.
Exactly. That it's interesting you say that, because I still have a hard time understanding that they're basically looking back in time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because the way that the solar system works is that we're not in one place, we're constantly moving.
Mm-hmm.
And so it almost feels like, oh, this is like a timeline, so they can just kind of look back however far they want to look back. And I'm like, yeah, that's fucking crazy that they can do that, just because of the way that, like you were talking about, light travels.
Mm-hmm.
And so we can look back, like, what is it, like whenever we see stars, sometimes certain stars we're seeing the light, but they could already be like dead or whatever.
Yeah, or you're seeing a star and you're seeing it where at the time the dinosaurs were still alive.
Exactly.
That's how long it took for the light to come from that area to
reach us.
Yeah.
And that's like super crazy, because I think I was listening to, it might have been like Joe Rogan or something. He was talking to like a scientist or like an astronomer or something like that. And he was talking about, they were talking about theories of, like, I think they might have mentioned what you had just said about, like, just the way they thought things worked is completely different. And so a lot of stuff is getting flipped on its head. And they were talking about society and how, like, we kind of theorize that, like, we've only been this advanced once, but there are people who think that maybe we were as advanced as we are now, but then an asteroid came and kind of just wiped everything out. And so it's interesting to think, of course, we don't know if it's true or not. It's just, can you imagine if there was actually civilization and it was just as advanced, if not even more advanced than how we are now, but because an asteroid hit Earth, shit just got started.
I think this is the plot of 65 million years. Did you see the preview for that movie?
No. Oh, with
there's a movie coming out with humans back in the time of dinosaurs.
What's that dude? Adam Driver.
Yeah. That's like that plot, I think.
That's crazy.
Like, we're actually aliens that came to Earth.
Yeah.
That's how humans got here.
Exactly how they got here.
I saw this weird thing, UFOs and all that's kind of becoming more mainstream, and there are kind of different things about that. Some people say, I don't know. I don't know if I want to get into that rabbit hole right now, but there are people that think it's like it could be like time travel, to where it's people from the future. It's actually just humans. I don't know why. I don't know why I went there, but my mind just thought of it.
No, I get you. It's kind of feel like, because I've heard that theory too, is that what if aliens are just us from the future coming back to kind of take a look at things, and maybe that's a possibility as to why they don't interact, and they're just looking, because they're like, we wouldn't miss anything up,
I saw this article of this guy that claims to be real, and Area 51 and all that, blah 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 blah.
Oh boy!
And they actually, had a plane, and they had a person, a creature or whatever, but they say he looked like humans. He didn't look like an alien. He looked like Ross Perot.
What?
Ross Perot. Aliens look like Ross Perot. So I think it's just it's a time traveler. They hit the wrong button and they fucked him up.
Oh,
and then he was trapped, and he just grew old in his spaceship.
Damn.
And then he just ended up in Roswell, New Mexico, and just.
This isn't Bob Lazar, is it?
Bob Lazar's homie.
Oh, his homie. Okay.
Yeah, Bob Lazar's friend.
All right. Yeah. Bob Lazar is this guy who used to, for those that don't know, we're going to do a deep rabbit hole. Right. This dude is, he's a scientist who allegedly he worked at Area 51 or in New Mexico, Roswell, whatever.
You know, he briefly tried to be a pimp.
What?
Bro, look it up. He's involved in like prostitution stuff. I swear to God, yo, there's some weird stuff about him. He
doesn't seem like the type of person to be in that.
Yeah.
Bob Lazar.
Just say pimp.
Let's see. Bob Lazar pimp.
Did you find it?
I don't know. No, I don't see it.
Or maybe Bob Lazar prostitution.
Okay, let's see. Bob Lazar.
Because I think he had girls he was trying to...
Was this before he became a scientist?
After.
It doesn't... I don't see anything. Hold on. No, I don't see anything.
It's out there, bro. We just got to Google the right thing.
That's just... I can't... I just imagine him being like this guy who's wearing like this lab coat and it's like very smart, and then all of a sudden cut to him wearing like fur and stuff like that. Being like, come on, girl.
Baby, you want to see an alien?
That's so funny.
I got an alien in my trailer, baby.
That's so hilarious. It, with the things, the way that things are going in the world right now, it's just like so much crazy shit. But it almost feels like that happens every other year or every few months, whatever. Do you think, I feel like we've asked this before, but do you ever think that we'll ever get to see an alien?
I hope so.
You hope so? Now, what is your, if you had to give a percentage, what is the likelihood do you think that we'll see an alien?
0.
0?
Yeah.
Damn. So you hope, but you think that probably not.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, the universe is so big, there has to be life out there.
True.
But in the same time, the nearest star to us is like light years away. It takes years for something traveling almost 300,000 miles a second to get to us. I mean, yeah, the aliens would have to be so advanced that they'd have to know how to like bend space time and like do some science fiction shit to just get to us. You think it exists? It should exist, but the likelihood of us seeing it is very slim.
That's so crazy. Yeah, I get that. Cause a part of me wants to see it, but then I'm also like, hopefully it's like peaceful. Cause next thing you know, we just get taken over or whatever.
We go to war.
We go to war or something. But
alien bombed.
Alien. Yeah, basically. And so, but I would like to, cause like, I think I've told you this before. One of my things that I wish would happen is that I could live as I am now for another 100 years. Cause I want to see where society goes and what happens as far as like the advancements in technology. But like you said, a part of me wants to see like society take off and be like, well, we have ships now, spaceships that can go into space and we can travel to different, galaxies and stuff like that. Kind of like a Guardians of the Galaxy type of thing.
What if you just go in the future 1,000 years from now and you're just 100% disappointed?
That would suck. I'm not gonna lie, that would suck a lot.
Be like, damn, it's the apocalypse. Like,
damn, this shit sucks. Or
Terminator happened. The AI uprising.
Or I'd say, or the aliens just aren't as impressive. They're just like, we're just normal people. We're just You're like, damn, I thought y'all would have like powers or some shit. But it'd be interesting. But yeah,
I got 2 more topics: basketball or AI.
Let's do. There's AI in basketball.
Allen Iverson. Okay.
No, let's do basketball.
Basketball. Have you heard about what's going on with Ja Morant?
Bro, I was just thinking about that. I was actually just saw something about something that happened today, I think.
All right. So I'm going to go through the timeline. So a while back, Ja Morant had an incident with the Indiana Pacers. And he was kind of like, oh, I'm going to see you after the game. I'll see you. All right, whatever, right? So then fast forward to after the game, he and some of his friends confront some members of the Pacers team staff. They get into it. I don't know if there was a physical altercation or just talking, but apparently him and his homies got in a truck or car and then rode by the Pacers and had a laser beam gun pointed at them and was like pointing the laser beam. Whoa. So the Pacers staff I don't think they contacted law enforcement. I'm not sure. They contacted the NBA. The NBA is doing an investigation on it.
Yeah.
All right, so fast forward a little bit. Ja Morant, he gets a deal with Powerade. This is Powerade's first sport deal in like a long time. And then the very same day, whether this is coincidence or not, I don't know what's going on, they reported on an incident last summer, Ja Morant supposedly punched a kid 11 to 12 times.
Oh, yeah.
A 17-year-old kid, and then flashed a gun at him at a pickup game.
Oh, boy. So
then flash forward either 1 or 2 days from that. Now Ja Morant went on Instagram Live flashing a gun. All right. But yeah, like I was saying, Ja Morant, he's just bringing some issues his own way. He's having trouble getting out of his own way.
So I have a question because I keep up with the NBA a little bit, but like as far as Ja Morant always seemed like a cool dude from in the game. I don't know if outside of the game, but I did hear about him in the incident with the kid, because supposedly his side of the story is that the kid was flashing a gun at him and he was doing it in self-defense. Supposedly that's what his story was with that incident. What's crazy is because I think something else happened, but anyway, so because I do remember that story coming up, and I remember this is crazy. Because I think outside of the game of basketball, like him or whatever, I never heard anything about him or like being like, a certain type of way.
He just seems kind of like a hood guy, just kind of like,
Yeah, I could possibly see that. But what's crazy is, so then what was the last thing you said? Something that happened with Powerade. Oh, he was on Instagram Live with the gun.
Yeah. So I only mentioned Powerade because They just said that he got that deal and feel like he's about to lose that deal.
He
And
probably
also,
will.
Nike's kind of in a tough position because Nike dropped Kyrie Irving, right, for tweeting a video.
Yeah.
But then they kind of replaced Kyrie Irving with Ja Morant.
And then now this happened.
Ja was already with Nike, right? But as soon as they got rid of Kyrie, they literally soon after introduced Ja's signature shoe.
Put him in the forefront, basically replacing him.
Yeah.
Kyrie.
So now,
this happened, and it's like, oh boy.
If Ja just, keeps getting in trouble like this.
That's why I think, because that's what I heard today, that he was seen on IG Live with the gun. And like, man, I don't even know what's going on, because I'm just like, if you know that this incident came up, why would you go on Instagram?
It's no self-awareness.
Yeah.
It's just having fun and kind of being a wild guy.
Probably.
And just saying,
whatever.
F the world, I'm going to be me.
I'm going to be me.
Well, if you're a NBA athlete, you got all these sponsors. You can't be flashing guns on Instagram.
Yeah. It's crazy to think, because like, if Nike dropped Kyrie just for sharing that link, what do you think they're going to do with this?
I don't know. They're kind of in a spot. It'll be interesting. They're going to wait to see what the blowback is. It's all about perception.
Very true.
If this gets blown really, really big, they'll drop him. If it kind of gets swept under the rug, they'll keep him.
They'll probably be like, "Girl, let's just wait a little bit before we release anything. And let's just let this die out." Yeah. The whole social media thing. That's crazy, man.
Ja Morant, he's from South Carolina. And,
really?
Whenever that whole stuff went down with Shannon Sharp basically told him, he's like, Ja, you're not hood. And then I went to the comments and I saw a bunch of people saying, Shannon, you don't know where he's from, and Shannon, you ain't heard about this place. This place is real bad. And I didn't hear about that place either. So I Googled it, and it is one of the worst crime rates and murder rates in the country. This spot. I forget exactly where. It's like I've been near there, but I've never been to that area in SC. So
damn, man.
I guess if he's from a tough place, he probably has some of those ways embedded in him. You know what I mean? Where you're from is kind of, I don't know.
That's crazy.
You just gotta, man. If you're a millionaire and you escape from a bad place, you kind of got to leave those bad ways or people behind a little bit. I don't know. I mean, none of us really know.
Yeah, true.
But the way it just doesn't look good.
It's interesting because I definitely understand that. Because like this is us outside looking in, and a lot of times you would think like, well, if you grew up in a certain type of environment and it wasn't the best, then people are always like, well, why don't they just leave? Maybe it's one of those things where it's like, he doesn't know anything, like not that he doesn't know anything, but maybe he's just used to a certain type of environment. Maybe a lot of times if he doesn't have people around him to be like, hey, go do your own thing and like, don't worry about this, we'll come see you, don't come see us type of thing, to make sure that he's good and he kind of goes do that. Or if he doesn't have friends that do that for him, then it's going to be bad and he might end up in the cycle of hopefully not going back to that type of environment, because he has this opportunity. He's an NBA player and all-star.
And I mean, the NBA wants him to be like the next superstar.
Yeah,
it's like him and Luka and Giannis's league after LeBron's gone. So the NBA, wants him to be a good representation. So this isn't a good thing.
True. Yeah. Hopefully somebody talks to him. Like I'm pretty sure people are trying to talk to him and advise him. It's at the end of the day, it's all up to him on what he decides to do. And then you just kind of have to accept it at that. To be like, well, LeBron could, if he wanted to, he could be like, hey man, look, I'm from Akron, came up from a rough part, whatever. I'm telling you, just focus on basketball, blah, blah, blah. He could say all that, and people like that, other big-time NBA players or ex-NBA players could tell him all that, but it's up to him to decide whether or not, okay, I need to listen or be like, fuck it, I'm going to do what I want. You can't tell me what to do type of thing. So
when Shannon Sharp told him, Ja, you're not hood, Ja was like, oh, yeah? Like, okay.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to show you, Shannon.
Oh, my God. Whew, that's crazy. A lot of crazy stuff.
You're not hood. You're not hood, Ja.
That's crazy. But then that makes me think, what was I about to say? I think, because I do remember that incident where it was interesting because I remember Shannon apologized for all that because it kind of felt like, what's going on with Shannon Sharp? Why, what's going on with this? But anyway, I don't know. A lot of stuff. Crazy.
Right, I got one more topic.
Okay.
AI.
AI. Oh boy, the thing that's gonna take us all over.
So we've seen AI art, but AI music is coming. Have you caught any of the AI music wave?
So the most that I've seen is like people using like AI, like Chat GPT, to come up with stuff, not necessarily the AI. Or no. I'm sorry. I've heard maybe like way back where like AI was trying to recreate songs from, like, let's say the Beatles. They're like, hey, make a Beatles like song or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was okay. But other than that, I haven't heard anything.
Shout out to Jude. Jude told me to do this topic on the podcast.
Okay.
So
What up, Jude?
AI music. This is pretty cool where you can now kind of take someone's voice. And I'm sure you've seen these videos, not music related, but with Joe Biden, Obama, and Donald Trump playing video games. The videos are funny, right?
Those videos are funny, but it's also scary because it sounds just like them.
But you can do that with music now.
Wow.
There's a dope video where this guy, he raps like he's Kendrick Lamar.
And then
the computer makes it Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
So that's one side of it. The other side is when they do have already things that can make melodies, right?
Yeah.
Where you can type in, give me this, and it'll create these melodies for you. But what's your thoughts and opinions on like AI music? Because I have an opinion. I'm gonna say what I think. But where do you think it's gonna go?
Man, it's crazy because I do remember that video of the guy. It's funny enough, I have a friend who actually is good friends with that guy.
Oh, really?
Did the video. It's funny because when I first saw, I can't remember his name, Gengar or something like that. He's a singer, producer, just video editor, or video person, and he does a lot of cool content. When I first saw that, and like he I don't know how he did it, but he did the AI stuff to sound like Kendrick Lamar. My first thought was, I was like, damn, he does kind of sound like Kendrick. Like, it does sound like Kendrick. Yeah. My second thought is that, this shit, a part of me wants...
You want access to it?
No, I don't want access to it. I actually don't want access to it because I actually think this could be me. I think the government should actually step in on this type of stuff to protect artists from it, because my thing is that this can get out of hand quick. Well,
that's happening with digital art.
That's the same thing too.
Daily and Midjourney, it's already there.
Yeah, but did you see the thing to sidestep on that the government is actually looking into that, because they're saying that Midjourney and all that AI art in a way can't do that, because the way that they come up with it is that they're taking inspiration from these other artists. And so they're trying to do something to where I think there's some case going on right now where I think it was Getty Images.
Okay.
Certain AI creations created an image, but it had, I don't know if you ever seen Getty Images.
Tag.
Had the tag in it, and it looked just like it. And so like, this is obviously taken from whatever photos without the knowledge of the creators and stuff. And so I want something like that to happen, because what I'm afraid of is that something because it's going to keep advancing whether we like it or not. But then some people are like, oh, I got Kendrick Lamar on my track. And then Kendrick being like, well, that's not me, and then all of a sudden you start to see songs pop up. Maybe you even see people create albums that the artists themselves didn't create. And it's just a bunch of like crazy shit that could get into. But what is your opinion?
So I think that when this technology gets better, I think people that do music licensing and sync licensing are dead.
Oh, yeah, I could say that.
Dead, because TV shows and these companies are not going to pay a person to create music when I can just type into a computer, give me a blah, blah, blah loop, and it's literally free. And it's something that was just created and it doesn't exist anywhere else. It may sound similar to something else.
Yeah.
Now I think big productions will still get the real shit. Like, okay, a Star Wars franchise or like, Fast and the Furious or whatever, right? Yeah. They're still going to want real shit, like real music.
Yeah.
But all these tons of TV shows that need this little generic filler music, that's 100% going to be AI. I don't know if it'll be in 1 year, 5 years, or 10 years.
That's crazy.
But I think all that music's going to be AI. Now, I think the shit that's on the radio, that's still going to be real people. But you never know. What if AI got so good, right?
Yeah.
That they invented some stupid like little pump knockoff.
Yeah. And
they figured out how to make it sound real and stupid, and the kids liked it. Like, what if that hit the radio? Like,
man, that's crazy. That's a scary thought to me, because I'm just like, what it sounds like is eventually it's just the person's gonna be removed, like the human, or only big acts can basically like create music, because then like having a career in music won't really be that good.
You can still create music. You
No,
can
I know,
create
but
music all you want.
No, exactly. But what I'm saying is if someone wants to pursue it as a career, as an artist, then it's like, there's no point in doing it because people are just creating this AI and stuff, and just like it almost feels like you're removing the people who don't have access, like some of these bigger artists do, or these bigger like labels and stuff.
Right. I do think that authentic music is going to be here forever.
Yeah.
But I think certain parts of the music business is going to be AI, like sync licensing.
Yeah.
No way companies are going to want to pay real people if you can get it for free.
True.
If someone can just type in a prompt and get it, like
I could say that.
Yeah.
That's crazy because man, it depends. Because then this brings to us, for example, let's say, like the video with that guy who did the AI with Kendrick Lamar voice. Let's just say it starts to like it gets better, and then basically people can basically use it. What if an artist like a Kendrick Lamar or like a Drake or something like that? It sounds good. It sounds just like them. They can do that. If they're like, I'm okay with doing this, but I'm gonna license you the ability to create a song with
to their voice.
So you can get me to say whatever you want, but like you have to pay me in order to be able to use that feature, type of thing.
Damn, that's a wild thought. So what if you could just create 10,000 Kendrick Lamar songs tomorrow?
Exactly.
By clicking buttons.
Exactly.
What does that even do to music? Like,
exactly.
Because in those 10,000 songs, there are probably some that are amazing, right?
Yeah. There's probably some that are amazing. And then it makes me think, does that devalue his art, or does it make his art more valuable? Because whenever like the true Kendrick Lamar decides to come out with stuff, they're like, oh, this is actually the real one.
Damn.
Or I wonder too, if maybe, let's say that does happen, right? And let's say like Kendrick Lamar, Drake, your SZAs, Doja Cats, and all them, they're all like licensing their stuff. Is there a way to be like, okay, we're letting people create songs with these fake versions of them, but there's an asterisk next to the feature being like, this isn't the real one. This is actually an AI version of it.
Damn.
That way, because my whole thing is that what I'd never want to happen is for the people, the true artists themselves, you don't want them to lose like the value in their art, if that makes sense, to where it's like you said, because then it almost makes me think of, you remember that whole run of Lil Wayne? He was just doing features after feature after feature. That's what it'll become with just every single big artist.
That blew him up though.
That did, but
I mean, he was already Lil Wayne.
Yeah, he
but
was.
That took him to the top.
It's interesting, but I don't know, because then it just depends. And then I wonder, then let's say that happens too, and let's say somebody makes an album with a bunch of like fake AI Kendrick Lamar's or Drake's and stuff. And let's say that album actually is like a hit, right?
Yeah.
And let's say Kendrick Lamar's like, I just dropped in my own album. I want to go on tour, but people don't want to hear that album. They want to hear the other album.
I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting to, I don't know what the future holds. Yeah. I think most AI music is going to not be fake Drake and fake Kendrick Lamar.
See that, yeah.
I think it's going to be just melodies and background music and beats.
I could see that.
It could destroy the producers.
It could.
Like, really what if J. Cole, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, J. Cole makes beats himself, so maybe that's a bad example. But whoever, Jay-Z, right?
Yeah.
Jay-Z has a program and he types in Jay-Z soulful Jay-Z type beat and hits enter and just gets a dope beat.
Yeah. Man, it's crazy to think that. This is where, I'm not gonna lie, this is where like I see the dope things that could come out of it, but I kind of want government to be like, no, let's squash that shit. I really want them to squash it.
Let it free, bro.
No,
let the computers. Dude, computers are gonna fuck everything up, yo.
They are.
McDonald's.
Yeah. McDonald's. What are you talking?
Listen, in 20 years from now, maybe less, there's not gonna be a human working at McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be robots.
It just makes me think. Maybe it's because we don't have hindsight, and so we can't really tell. It just makes me think. I wonder what the average person's like career track is going to be, because of course, we grew up in a time where, like I said, you might work at a fast food joint, you might work at a customer service job or whatever. But with AI is, supposedly supposed to make our lives easier. Then it's like, okay, what is the normal person's life once AI kind of takes up a lot of stuff that maybe humans don't need to do anymore? What are they going to do with their life? As far as like, Are they just going to be like, well, at least I get to work on what I want to do? Or is it going to be like, what kind of jobs will they get?
Well, you know what the number one thing kids want to be now?
What's that?
Influencers.
Oh, no.
Kids want to be YouTubers and influencers and Instagram like socialites.
I almost feel like we're going to turn into, did you ever watch the Black Mirror episode with that Daniel guy from Nope? Where basically like everybody had to run on these bikes to get money. It was like a game. And in order to get out of that system, they had to be a star. And like you would have to go in front of these judges and be like, what do you want to do? And then you'd be like, I want to be a singer. And like, we'll sing. And then they would sing. And if you were good or not, they'd be like, you're going to be a singer. If not, you're like, actually, you suck at that. This is what you're actually going to do.
No, I didn't see that one.
Okay. It's like in the first season.
I thought you were talking about remember there was the like system and like the
oh yeah.
That one was creepy.
The social
score? Yeah, that was creepy.
Man, this shit as the time goes on, I'm trying not to be like anti-advancement technology, but you just go, God damn it, where the fuck do I fit in all this?
That's why I'm going to the woods, bro. I'm going to cuddle with the bears.
Because it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, that social score shit, that shit is scary. Because then what ends up happening? Now we're about to go on a tangent, but the what ends up happening? People are gonna be fake nice. Be like,
aren't people already fake nice?
Yeah, but I'm talking about even more so because it's a score to it.
Oh.
Then can you imagine if that were to happen, all Karens would possibly disappear because they wouldn't want to be like negative or anything?
I don't know. Social media is so negative though. Everybody's negative on social media.
True, but that's because there's no, the only backlash is maybe, they get fired from a job. But from that, I'm going off the Black Mirror app thing. If your social score is so low in that episode, you can't get access to certain things.
I think if you were forced to be positive on social media, most of the users would disappear.
I could see that.
Because people are just so negative on social media.
Because it gets attention and stuff, yeah. I could definitely see that. So be positive and let's just go back in time, y'all. No.
Love thy brother and thy mother as thy neighbor.
Hey, we're back.
We're back.
Well, it's about that time of the podcast.
It's that time. Question of the week.
Question of the week.
You going first or am I going first?
I can go first.
Okay.
So my question in the last episode, what is the country, because at the time we were doing Valentine's Day, what is the country with the highest divorce rate? But I also wanted to know what's the country with the lowest divorce rate. So for that first part of the question, the country or countries with the highest divorce rate. Never guess. Number one.
America.
Nope. Number one is the Maldives. That's the highest rate at 5.5 divorces per 1,000 people.
I'm not sure I know where that is. Is that like near the Philippines?
I think so.
I don't know.
Guam follows in second place with 4.3 divorces per 1,000 people. Russia is third at 3.9 divorces per 1,000 people. And Moldova, I don't know where that is fourth at 3.8 divorces per 1,000 people. Now, the country with the lowest divorce rate.
Denmark, Switzerland.
Nope. Vietnam.
What?
Has the lowest divorce rate in the world with 0.2 divorces per 1,000 people.
When you get hooked in Vietnam, that's for life.
Hey, that's why a lot of dudes be going over there.
You're not getting out of that.
But yeah, those are the countries. I wonder, I actually looked this up here when you're about to look at yours here in a second. I was going to see where the U.S. ranks.
Yeah.
But you go ahead.
All right. So my question was, what is the most rare animal that you can eat legally? I had trouble finding the answer. I found places that say exotic animals you can eat, but no specific list or website telling me the most rare. So I found this website that basically sells damn near anything you want to eat.
What the hell?
You can eat alpaca, beaver. Bro, you can eat bobcat. You want some bobcat tonight, baby?
No,
you want some antelope? You want some armadillo, baby?
What the hell?
Camel, bro. You can eat camel.
I know they eat camel like in the Middle Eastern countries.
Bro.
It's like a delicacy or something.
I love how there's all these rare things, right? And then there's hot dogs.
That's hilarious. Do you want a hot dog?
Iguana, kangaroo.
What?
Muskrat.
Muskrat.
Peacock, python.
I could see that.
Rattlesnake? You want some rattlesnake?
Nah, I'm good.
Turtle, water buffalo,
I've heard
yak.
of that.
How about some yak? Zebra. Bro, I would feel fucked up eating a zebra, bro.
It feels weird to eat. It would be anything outside of what I currently eat, like chicken, beef.
All right. Bro, you can also eat jellyfish.
Jellyfish?
They said that there's over 200 different kinds of jellyfish, but 11 of them you can eat.
It's Jello? No.
I wonder what it tastes like. But anyway, I also found an article that said endangered animals that are still hunted for food. So in places around the world where they shouldn't be hunted, but they are, I'll go through them quick. Primates, monkeys, pangolin. Oh, that's that exotic thing.
Oh, that's that cool looking thing. Yeah.
Yeah, they kill that and they shouldn't for
man.
bluefin tuna. I didn't know that was I thought that was a thing. Oh, okay. Maybe yellowfin tuna is the one they get.
Oh, okay.
Chinese giant salamander. Leave them things alone, bro. That looks like a Pokemon, man. It does look leave that thing alone. Green sea turtle, bro. Y'all fucking up the turtles for meat.
No wonder the ocean's messed up.
Bro, you're not that hungry. Come on, chill out. Chinook salmon. I don't know
about that one.
What's special about that guy?
Shark. I've heard of that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Shark fin soup. Elephant. What? Bro, if you killing an elephant to eat an elephant, come on, dog.
We got to keep them around.
Come on, bro. A giant ditch frog? I don't know about that one.
I'm good on that.
Echidna. That's from Sonic the Hedgehog, bro.
Oh, is that Sonic? No, it's not Sonic.
That's Sonic's enemy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is that Knuckles?
Is that Knuckles? I think that's Knuckles.
That don't look like Knuckles at all. Dolphin? Don't eat a dolphin, bro. What's wrong with you? That's it. That's my list, bro.
Wow.
I was
going to say, I did find where the U.S. ranks.
Where?
The U.S. ranks number 21 in the world.
Nice.
Only 2.3 per 1,000 people. Nice. Also, just for...
Wait. That don't sound right.
2.3 per 1,000.
So out of 1,000 marriages, only two. Nah, something's wrong.
I think maybe your social media algorithm's messed up, bro.
Your algorithm's wrong. That's weird. Because we know people that divorce, right?
True, but you also have to
2 out of 1,000. Hang on, I got to do some Googles, bro.
Oh boy. Just for other thing, United Kingdom ranked 60th, 1.6 per 1,000.
What percentage of Americans divorce? 50% of all marriages in the United States will end in divorce or separation.
Separation, okay. So
41% of all first marriages end in divorce. Damn, bro. I can see that. We getting divorced, baby.
There's only, I think, in the U.S., isn't there only not even like 500? How many people are in the U.S.? Only 500,000?
What?
How many people are in the U.S.?
A million.
Oh, sorry. Whoops.
Is it 400 million?
400 million. That's what I was trying to, yeah.
Population of America. Yeah, I mean, there's more than 500,000 in Atlanta.
True. That's right.
Yeah, 331 million.
331. That's what it was. It's in the grand scheme of things, I think, well, I don't know. That makes sense. So then, because that said over half of first marriages, right?
Yeah.
First marriages. That makes sense.
41%.
41%. Okay. That kind of makes sense. But it says we're ranked 21 compared to other countries. But then also, I think the factor in is some of those countries, like the ones that I told you with the highest, I don't know if they're as big as the U.S. So maybe it appears that it's a lot more because the size is smaller. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, everybody,
I'm going on a hiatus.
JRB is literally starting the hike as soon as we get off this podcast.
I'm leaving.
He's got his bags in the car. It'd be funny if you're like, I did the hike, and it's like you in the car and just drive to Maine.
Oh, just drove to Maine.
Like, hey guys, I'm back in 2 weeks. I did it in 2 weeks. No.
Oh boy.
But we're going on a short hiatus, so still stay subscribed to the YouTube at Not All Here Podcast. Make sure you're subscribed to the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Not All Here. Make sure to subscribe because we will be back once Jeremy comes back from his journey. Also, make sure to follow the podcast on Instagram and TikTok at Not All Here Podcast. Follow our personal pages. Are you going to be documenting any of this?
Probably.
Okay.
I don't know exactly how I'm going to do social media.
Okay.
Maybe I'll want to do it or maybe I won't want to do it. I don't know yet.
Get that. Every now and then will you do like a check-in? Hey, everybody. Just want to let you know I'm still on the trail.
Maybe I'll be so addicted I'll want to do it every day.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
That'd be dope.
We'll see.
Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Like I said, we don't know when we'll come back. We'll see, depending how the journey goes with Jerb. Other than that, thanks everybody, and we'll catch you on the next episode.
Follow me at JRB the producer.
Exactly. Follow him, JRB the producer, me at EZL, but follow him just in case he starts to post stuff. Be like, hey, I'm just checking in with everybody.
If you want to.
You know, start documenting, make a vlog series or something.
Yeah.
But we'll catch you on the next one. You're